Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Just me and Alex today. And we got some crazy stuff to talk about. Champions League, and then a game. We love games. But let's quickly get into it because it's late. And we're recording this pretty late. So I'm going to talk about the Champions League match day 8 games. So let's get into that. First game we want to talk about, what we want to talk about?
Atletico versus Bodo. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't know how to say it. I think it's
Bodo
Glimt,
Glimt.
but
Yeah, Bodo Glimt.
yeah, okay. Um, so a lot of interesting things with this. First of all, Bodo got 23rd, so they qualified. That
Big for
was,
them.
yeah, that was not something I expected. Um, they were kind of, last year in the Europa League. They just got cooked by 17th Tottenham, and so I was just thinking, oh, they're not cold like that. They're just gonna fail. But fair enough to them. Very impressive to pull off the win against Atleti as well, who's probably I think they were gonna get top 8 if they won. Um, so congrats to them. Besides that, I just think Atleti are really struggling this year. I don't know what the issue is. I don't watch them, but we cooked them like 4-0, and I just feel like they're not the same Atleti as normal. So I don't know.
Yeah, Atleti are going through some interesting times right now. They just extended Simeone, but it doesn't seem like. I mean, he's been tenured there since forever. So
Hmm.
it's not like it's really a him problem. And I do think the transfer rumors with Alvarez are kind of not helping situations out right now because it might be like he's not coming to y'all, right?
He is.
No, he's not, right? Y'all just spent
Actually, we don't
90
even need
million
him.
on Gyökeres. You have Jesus
Yeah, we
Rodriguez.
don't we don't need him, bro. We have the Gyak. The Gyak has arrived.
Speak no trophy, see no trophy, can't hear no trophy. Okay, bro, don't even start with that, bro. Nah, but I think it's not helping team morale a lot with those transfer
Yeah, I
rumors.
agree.
And I don't
Oh,
know.
and they just made some sales. They sold someone to Atalanta. I forget who it was, but then they also sold um bro, why can't I think of his name? The Conor Gallagher
Yeah,
from Michelle's. Was he class with you guys or
he was so class.
no?
Oh my goodness, dude,
Mm.
that season where we finished like 6 under Poch, he was our best player. Him and Cole Palmer, but obviously not including Palmer since he was like the best player, arguably in the Premier League that season. He was the
Hmm.
best player on our team, but he was so good. I'm just so unfortunate he went to
And Ben Palmer.
Spurs, bro. Um,
Yeah. I was curious about that. I mean, it's a little off topic, but like what do you like if you had to put your hatred for clubs on a scale of like 1 to 10, like what is it for Arsenal versus Spurs?
they're
Because I
both.
know you guys actually have a rivalry and you don't have one with us, but like
We do. It's
um,
just not reciprocated as much because you guys, both Tottenham and Arsenal, focused on their rivalry together.
mhm.
Chelsea have had a rivalry with both. It's just kind of underneath
I
for
feel like
both
I feel like it's
clubs.
more so I feel like it's more so with Tottenham though than
Yeah,
us
we do
because
have a bigger
like
rivalry with
the
Tottenham, like
battle of the
on the
bridge
pitch.
and
Yeah,
all that.
but still, Arsenal I hate equally. I think they're both at like a 9 because I don't like Tottenham.
Hmm.
Although I do have a soft spot for them, especially because of their trophy situation. Arsenal, I couldn't give two licks about. I think I would rather Spurs win the league than Arsenal, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Especially just because the way Arsenal fans talk about their club, like you ever see those
Yeah, no, I
clips
get that.
on the internet? Where it's like, oh, would you rather have Prime Maldini or Saliba? It's like, oh, give me Saliba and Gabriel, bro, over any center back pairing ever. I'm like, bro, This is why I don't like you guys. Like, you see those videos?
Yeah, I've seen similar
They've had
things.
to
Yeah.
start making. I saw today they started making Arsenal all-time 11 versus La Liga all-time 11, like the whole league, and Arsenal still get 2 or 3 players, bro. And I'm like, what is going on?
Where? Where could we possibly get a
You
player
guys
though?
get, I don't, you guys swindle your way into a center back somehow. You guys usually get Yuri
I
and
mean,
Timber on like the.
okay, to be fair, I think if we were gonna have one, it would be center back.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
I don't think we would. But like, you could maybe argue
and then
Saliba could get in,
you
but
guys put Saka in
Timbers
every
is way too big,
conversation
bro.
ever. Like, you guys will take Saka over Prime Messi, bro. I'm not even trolling, bro.
Yeah, Saka's horrible bait,
Yeah, so
and Timbers horrible bait as well.
yeah. But other than that, I mean, yeah. Um anyways, back to the Champions League. What's our next game?
Yeah, our next game is gonna be one of the craziest games I've ever seen. Benfica versus Madrid. I mean, the ending
Trubin
was
is
abs-
a I think he has to be a legend in Lisbon now. Forever.
Yeah, really. I mean, I've personally never seen a goalie go live before. I've seen it in like clips and whatnot, but I've never seen it. And then to have it be like that in that circumstance, last kick of the game,
And also the fact that
they
he
needed
held
to
it on his
qualify.
chest too, the play right before.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that because I was like, why is he time wasting? Because I don't think he
And then the
knew.
people
And then
in
I
the
think,
booth were talking about like, I don't think he knows they need a goal.
yeah, I
And then
think Mourinho
Mourinho
said that,
calls him up,
and I think it's the
flying header
fans
to
as well.
win. Like, it's
Yeah.
scenes. It's scenes.
Hmm.
But yeah, Jose
Absolutely incredible.
Mourinho is, or sorry, Jose Mourinho, as they say in Portugal,
Portugal.
is in Portugal. Sorry, my bad.
Mhm.
Jose Mourinho in Portugal is still one of the best managers, I think, because he brought that team from where they were in like almost dead last place in the Champions League, doing bad in the league, to now they're almost tied on points with Sporting in the league, and they got into the knockouts. Like, they
Mhm.
played against. I remember before they got Mourinho, they played against us in the Champions League. I think it was like match week 2 or 3, and they stunk it up. I mean, we got a red card like halfway through the game and still won 1-0. So it's very hard. It was very hard for me to see them going through, but for it to be in that fashion is just insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like him personally because of all the stuff with him and Wenger. So I'm kind of programmed not
He's a
to like him,
specialist in
but
failure, bro. Specialist in failure.
he he is a very good he's a very good manager. I don't take that away from him, and I mean I respect him. I think he's really good. So um, yeah, that is very impressive what he was able to do with them. Moving on, PSG Newcastle.
I was a 1-1 draw. I mean, Vitinha's goal was pretty good. I saw that goal. It was pretty nice. Um,
Hmm.
it's kind of sloppy for them to let that Newcastle goal in. It was kind of scrummy, where they just got heads on the ball. And then after that, I mean, they tried, but I guess Dan Burn is a wall. That guy's just
Yeah.
so big, dude. Dude, Dan Burn's huge.
I, yeah.
Pause.
I have a couple things about it. The first thing is I felt like the refs were kind of favoring PSG a little bit during the game, but
It's hard not to when you're playing in the Parc des Princes. Like that place is like see, PSG is one of those clubs where they're an oil club, but their fans are crazy. Like City, their fans are not it. Like, they have little to no fans, but they got money. PSG is like a combination. PSG's fans are crazy, they're hectic, and I feel like the pressure, like, there's a lot of big teams that pressure the refs. Like I think Real Madrid does it really well, where their fans are so loud and that
Mhm.
they kind of pressure the ref to do
Yeah, I agree.
certain things. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's that's just how it goes, really.
Yeah, regardless of that though, props to them. And funny enough, I mean the we'll um get to the stuff later, but Newcastle were in the same like little quad as PSG. So that was interesting. Finished, right next to each other in the table. So that was pretty interesting. I feel like they're pretty even teams, but moving on
No,
to
no, no,
our
no, no, no,
second to
no,
last
no,
game.
no, no. We're not moving on yet.
What?
You said
Okay, hold
PSG and
on.
Newcastle are similar strength teams.
No, I meant like in the table. They were similar places.
Oh, okay. Cause what I heard there was Newcastle and PSG being similar strength
No,
teams.
you were saying like their their fan base is really loud and stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like they're similar in that aspect.
Oh, okay, okay. We had to
Like
clear that
obviously
before.
Newcastle isn't as big of a club, but like I mean going to face Newcastle away and going to face PSG away, it's both like really
I
really
just
scary.
thought you
St.
were
James
talking
is
about
not fun.
evenness. I thought you were talking about the strength of their squad.
No, no, no.
Okay, we had to clear that up
PSG
first.
have been not playing as well, but yeah, no, they're definitely not Newcastle level. So moving on to our second to last game, we have Napoli Chelsea.
Top eight, baby.
João Pedro is so good, man. That first goal, I mean, his second goal was class too, but the first goal was such a banger.
We can't talk enough about João Pedro. He's had this stint. I think he's had 4 goals in the last 3 games. We'd love to see it.
I mean, yeah, I think he was just trying to do too much at striker before. Like he was trying to
It
create too
helps. It
much, and
helped
then
that
just
Palmer came on. Palmer helped a lot.
yeah, Palmer was those assists were like
The first goal,
beautiful.
it was he opened up space for Pedro because at first
Mhm.
you had Enzo playing as that attacking midfielder where he was kind of just like dropping in between the lines of like the attack and the midfield and he was dropping too
Yeah, because
deep. But when Palmer and he's not that much, but he's not as much of a threat up there as Cole Palmer. When Cole Palmer's there,
Mhm.
he kind of made Napoli condense onto him, like
Yeah,
into the midfield, and so it opened up space for Pedro to go. That second assist, I think it got downplayed a lot. I heard they were talking about it on the broadcast. They were like, "Yeah, it was a good pass by Palmer, but that finish, like, yeah, it was a good finish." But for him to
it
play,
was yeah, it was
for
an
him to
amazing
first
pass. Yeah,
keep hold the ball up against 2 defenders, give it to Enzo. Enzo gives it back, and he plays a perfect through ball, catching the run of Pedro. That was a perfectly timed ball and a perfectly timed run. I'm not taking anything away from Pedro, but that ball was perfectly timed. And Paul, there's just we can't do that with other players.
yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah. It was a great game from both of them for
top
sure.
eight, baby. And one more thing,
Yeah.
there was this one thing that Carragher said at the beginning of the season. He was like, "Chelsea, congrats on winning the World Cup, but the Club World Cup, but you can't call yourself world champions if you haven't without the English champions, Spanish champions, and Italian champions in there." And we ended up beating the Italian champions this season, the Spanish champions this season, and the um
And you lost to. Oh wait,
and
no,
the English champions. We beat Liverpool.
you beat Liverpool. Yeah. I
So,
was thinking of us, but because
no,
we're like
no,
no,
you
I
guys
was
aren't
thinking of
champions
this is
yet. And
no, I know,
also,
and I don't even
there's
know if we will be,
another
but
thing. Chelsea are a really weird team when it comes to like breaking records. Like Napoli, there was a stat where Napoli hadn't lost at home in 14 months, and we come in there and beat them. Take it for granted, Napoli were very injured. They had a lot of their players not there, but I mean, a win's a
and
win.
they're not as great in Europe as well.
but I'm not. I'm saying that there's caveats to it,
Yeah, no,
but still,
yeah.
we ended up breaking. We also there was this one thing. Hansi Flick hadn't let in. I think it was more than one goal in a Champions League match in like some amount of time before us, where we, or sorry, he hasn't. The gap between a score hasn't been more than one goal. I think that was the stat
Mm,
in
yeah, no,
like his
probably that
entire
makes a lot more
managerial
sense.
career. In his entire
Mhm.
managerial career, the gap hasn't been a loss more than one goal, and we broke
Yeah,
that. And yeah, like I don't know, we just
yeah. No,
really
you guys,
weirdly do weird stuff.
yeah. So yeah, congrats to Chelsea. That was a very good run in the Champions League for them. Moving on, we have Sporting versus Bilbao. Very disappointing campaign from Bilbao as well as Villarreal. They were both just cheeks. And I expected more personally. Um, but Bilbao, they had a 1-0 lead. They had a 2-1 lead. Diomande, Trincao, and Santos. I'm very high on Diomande. Great center back. So I'm a big believer in
Is
him.
there
I'm sure he'll
something
get a move
wrong?
soon.
Is there something wrong with Nico Williams? I haven't been keeping up with La Liga. Like, why is he just not playing?
I'm not sure.
Because I was looking
Yeah.
at the games, the last few games, and he's just not played. Like, and it doesn't say he's
Mhm.
injured anywhere. So if he's injured, I have no clue. And if he's
Yeah, I
not,
don't
what's
know, but
going on? Like, why is he? Like, I
I don't
get he's
know.
not as good on the club level as he is
I
internationally.
wish he got his move to Barca. I feel like that would have been
Mm-hmm.
fun. But they got Rashford, and that's been good for them. But I feel like it would have been really fun to see him somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that being said, though, Andre Santos with a last minute winner,
Yeah.
insanely clutch, gets them top 8 over Madrid.
Although Chelsea have the
Andre
better Andre
Santos,
Santos.
I'm sure you're a big fan considering the name.
Yeah, we have the better one though. So
Fairs. Um,
I think that's it. No.
yeah, I think so.
All right. Moving on to predictions.
Oh, no, sorry. It's Alison Santos. My bad.
Okay. I was about to say
Not
I
Andres.
didn't know there was a other player named Andre Santos. Okay. Moving on.
I was thinking of Quenda because he's the one that you get.
Yes, we do have him.
Regardless, moving on to our predictions for the
Playoffs phase.
drawn games of the Champions League. So that'll be fun. So
First game up.
with the first one, you can go first on this one, and we'll just trade off. A French showdown between Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain.
Paris Saint-Germain versus Monaco. I think
It's Paris.
Paris Saint-Germain. I know French, dude. Paris Saint-Germain.
Oh, fair.
I have the accent, bro. I took
Well,
French.
a lot of people say Paris. So
No. It's Paris Saint-Germain.
that's my.
I went to French immersion through grade 1 to 5. The Canadian learning system is interesting.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, French Canadian
And
stuff. Yeah.
AS Monaco. Anyways, let's get to this game. I think PSG are gonna win pretty handedly. I think aggregate score at the end of it will be 5-2.
I was gonna go with a similar thing. I was gonna go 5-1.
In PSG's favor, obviously.
Yeah,
Alright.
I think it'll be a 2-1 at Monaco, and then a 3-0 at
I was kind of thinking the same
in
thing, a 2-1 at Monaco,
Paris.
but like a 3-1 at PSG, maybe like a late garbage time goal. Something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Um, yeah, I think this is a pretty easy one. I think they're just way better than Monaco. They usually beat them in the league. Like I feel like that's a pretty simple one. So according to our predictions, PSG will go on to face either Barca or Chelsea. That will be really fun. Whichever way it
If
goes.
we play PSG in the first round, there's an agenda, bro.
Um, Galatasaray versus Juventus.
Or as Luca Juventus fan TV would say, Juventus, Juventus, as he would say. Shout out Luca.
And see what? Yeah.
Um, this is actually kind of tough because Gala are a good team and Juventus are like kind of meh. But then again, Gala are a team in the Turkish league, so it kind of just like kind of evens out. I think this will be really close. But I do have the upset. I think Galatasaray go through 3-2 on aggregate. I think that the score will be 2-0 in Istanbul and then 2-1 in Turin.
I was gonna
Or
say
2-1 in Turin for Juventus.
2-1 in Juventus as well. Or not in Juventus, but
In
at
Turin. In
Juventus.
Turin. They play in Turin or
Yeah.
Torino.
Yeah. But well, yeah, I was saying at Juventus.
Yeah. But
Like
they
at
play in
their
the
city.
city of
But
Torino.
yeah, no, I know. And then I think a 1-1. So I'll go 3-2 overall for Juve.
I had the opposite. I had 3-2 Gala.
hmm
And who would they
I
be
don't know.
going on to play?
I think it'll be close, but they would go on to face. This is a fun one. Either Liverpool or Tottenham.
Great. So they get.
Tottenham's such an amazing draw. Like they're fourth. You got to think like you played bad enough to where you either have to play the third or the fourth team in the Champions League, and you get Tottenham.
That's
Like that's
crazy.
just that's a miracle, man.
Yeah.
Moving on. What a showdown this is. Benfica Real Madrid.
Part 2!
Yep, yep.
You know,
Wouldn't it be fun if Benfica went in there and they beat Madrid in this tie
I'm
afternoon?
tempted to say 4-2 first or 4-2 at in Lisbon. That'd be really
Nah,
funny.
it won't be that high scoring again.
No. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are gonna say uh I think a lot of people are gonna say Benfica on this one just for fun. I don't see it happening. I'm gonna say well, I guess it's yours first, but
Oh yeah. I think I'm gonna say 6-1 Real Madrid.
I'm gonna say 5-2 Madrid.
I think Real
I
Madrid
think
are gonna go through
if
handedly.
Benfica pull this off, this would be so hilarious, but I just don't think they will.
Yeah, it's
And
unfortunate for them that they have to play that team after what they did, but
well, there's two potential matchups according to us Madrid could face, which would be Sporting. But we all know they're gonna rig it and they're gonna make them go against City. It's Sporting or City, but every single time there's an opportunity for Madrid City, it happens without fail
ever
every single
since I
year.
think it's been ever
It's
since that
yeah,
2022 run. It's been that. No?
yeah, every single year. It's so weird, but I think it'll happen again. I think it'll be Madrid City, which would mean that the winner of Club Brugge Atleti would play Sporting. That could be fun. But we'll get to that later because for right now we have Dortmund Atalanta.
That's an interesting one. Atalanta are very interesting because I think that Dortmund are, I wouldn't say much, but they're considerably better team than Atalanta. And
Yeah,
I just don't understand what happened with Dortmund.
I'm gonna say 5-3 Dortmund.
To be fair, they've had some tough games. They had a very tough draw.
Actually, I'll go 4-2. I think it'll be lower scoring than that. They're better defensive teams.
Dortmund has had Inter, Spurs. The draw at Bodo Glimt is tough. Villarreal they smacked. They had City. They beat Copenhagen. They beat Athletic Bilbao, and then they drew 4-4 at Juventus. Like that's a pretty tough group stage draw or league phase
hmm
draw. So I think the score kind of it's misleading the position that they're in.
hmm
So I do think I'm gonna go Dortmund either 3-1 or 4-1. I think I'm gonna go 3-1.
I'm gonna go 4-2. Um, and they will play either Arsenal or Bayern.
Their Klassiker in the round of 16 would go tough. That'd be fire.
Yeah, that would. Okay, so hold on. I mean, after we finish all these, I'm gonna go over what I think would be really fun for draws to happen based on our results. But before we get to that, we have Olympiacos versus Leverkusen.
Oof. Whoa. Leverkusen kind of stink. Um, but they made it through. They had an interesting run. They lost to Olympiacos in the group stage 2-0. So that feels like kind of an homage to what's going to happen. I think that Olympiacos are very underrated. They have Gelson Martins, Mehdi Taremi. They have some decent players on that team. Christos Moutsakitis. I don't know. I signed him on career mode once. He's actually pretty good for me. Got up to like 84 rated. Anyways,
Yeah, I mean, I think they're a solid team. I am happy that they the made it this far because that's obviously going to be big for a lot of money for them. Um, I believe they're the Greek champions. Could be
I
wrong,
think
but I
that's how
think they
you
are.
get into the competition as Greeks.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. I think I think Leverkusen. I'll go 4-2 again.
I actually think Olympiacos are going to win here. I think it's going to be 2-1 Olympiacos on aggregate. A very low scoring. I think that both teams are really going to want to focus in on their defensive side of their games, especially because Leverkusen aren't playing great and Olympiacos are a team that want to get in against a better team. Because I do think Leverkusen are
Hmm.
a better team. I just don't know that Olympiacos or that Leverkusen can do it. Like they have the talent, but I don't think they have the mindset for it. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 Olympiacos.
Fairs, fairs. Moving on, we have Bodo versus Inter. Very unfortunate for Bodo here, especially over two legs. They're not going to be able to get it done. Um, it sucks for them, but I'm gonna say like 5-1 Inter. I think Inter. Yeah, I think 5 or 6-1 probably.
See,
I'll go 5-1.
I think that you're kind of overestimating both teams because I don't think Bodo are gonna score, and I don't think Inter are gonna score that much. I think it'll be 3-0 Inter. I really don't see Bodo scoring.
I don't think Bodo have a good enough defense to. I think they'll get one at home, just like as a fun little.
I just
They'll
don't
get like a
see
own
like
goal or something or a deflection.
Inter again are also very like all those Italian teams are super defensive. That's
They're a
why.
defensive team, but they're playing Bodo. It's like if you have a
Yeah, but
defensive team and they play like Kairat, they're still gonna score a lot.
yeah, but we could check out like Inter when they play Dortmund. Granted, Dortmund are a lot better than Bodo, but they didn't score until the 80th minute. And we'll go to another Italian club. Juve didn't score at all versus Monaco. Um, Napoli, well, that's different because they lost. Atalanta
Well,
didn't score
they
against.
also scored four against a decent defensive team in Dortmund, so it's kind of just all over the place.
Atalanta didn't
Anyway,
score against Union Saint Gilloise. And like
yeah,
they're
I get it. I'm still sticking to my prediction though. I'm gonna stick with 5-1. I just think they'll get that many. Um, and they will face. I forgot to say the last one. Olympiacos or Leverkusen will face one of Chelsea or Barca. Um, moving on.
give me that draw,
Or
please.
sorry, and then Bodo or Inter will face Tottenham or Liverpool. Um, Club Brugge
Bruges,
versus
Club
Atleti.
Bruges, Bruges.
I think it's Brugge. I think that's how they say it. I thought it was
Because
Club Brugge for a
Bruges
while.
is like on the French side of Belgium. There's two sides. The northern part of Belgium is Dutch, and the southern part is French.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough.
Bruges. So it's
Um,
Bruges, and then there's like
I
Union Saint
think
Gilloise and stuff like that.
I think Club Brugge will win. this. I think it'll
Really?
be 4-3. 4-3. Yep.
I
I
mean,
think I think
Bruges.
they're a really quality side. They had a really tough draw and they still managed to play really well and qualify. A lot of people had them not qualifying because of how hard their draw was, but they played really well. I think with Atleti's issues right now, they're not gonna fare well and they're just gonna get knocked out and it'll be a big talking point, but I think it'll happen. 4-3.
Do you think that if Atleti get knocked out here, do you think Simeone goes, or do you think they keep him?
No, I don't think he'll get sacked. Um Maybe at the end of the season. I still doubt it though. I
Because
think
that's a
it'll just
big
be
blow.
an
Losing to who did they lose to? Bodo, losing to Bodo in the Champions League on the last match day, right after you get your contract extended, and then losing in the playoffs, which you wouldn't have had to play if you didn't lose to Bruges,
hmm
is very iffy. I don't know if Atleti's fans or board will take that, but I'm not sure. Any Atleti fans, comment below. Um, I'll
Yeah,
take
I mean,
Atleti though. A close game though. I'll say like 3-2 Atleti.
okay.
I think the quality is way too. I think the quality disparity is a bit too big for.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I just think it'll be a big upset. And then you have Karabag versus Newcastle. Karabag played quite well, really, throughout the Champions League. I think they were like 17th or 19th going into the final day. Obviously, disgusting 6-0 loss to Liverpool. Uh,
They beat
but
Frankfurt. They beat Copenhagen, and they beat Benfica. I don't think they haven't had good wins. The
yeah,
only
I
good
think
result
well
I think
they
they've had.
they overperformed. I don't think they were supposed to do that well. They're from
Azerbaijan, I
I
think.
don't even Azerbaijan, right? Yeah, so they're not like they're not supposed to be, doing this well, and I think they overperformed. That being said, they're going to get absolutely throttled by Newcastle. I think it'll be like 6-2 aggregate.
Give me 7-0. Karabat don't score. You haven't had 1-0 score for any team, and I think it'll happen at least
Yeah,
once.
I don't think any of them would be zero scores. That being said, let's go over what would be fun matchups. We both took PSG. I think PSG Chelsea would be fun. I think it would be fun with Barca as
Give
well,
me
but
PSG Barca, bro. That'd be more fun for me.
I think it'd be really fun, but I think
Yeah, a rematch of the Club
PSG
World Cup
would
final would be cool, but like I don't want
that's
that.
what I was saying, and I think that'd be fun. So then that would be Barca um versus Leverkusen for me,
That's not fun.
and you said Barca PSG, which would be Olympiacos versus Chelsea.
That's fun.
That's
I
definitely
like that. I like
that's
that. That's a
that's what
great
you
draw.
want, but
That's a great draw.
um moving on to Gala versus Juventus, I said Juve, and I would have them facing off against Tottenham because that would mean that Inter would play Liverpool. I think that'd be a really fun round of 16 draw. What would you say? So Tottenham and Liverpool versus Inter, and you said Gala.
I like the other way around actually. I like Inter, Tottenham, and Gala Liverpool. I think Gala Liverpool is going to be a really good draw, like a really good game. And I think Inter
Really fun
Liverpool is going to be
rematch.
better than a lot of people think, or will would be.
Inter
Inter
Spurs, you
Tottenham,
mean?
yeah, Inter Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a better
Uh,
game than people lay it on to be because Tottenham in the Champions League have been class. I think. I mean,
yeah. I think they're very overrated and they had a really easy draw and they still managed to draw against Bodo Glimt, but regardless, that is what
it'd
we
also
will
be
say. And
fun seeing.
Liverpool Gala that you were talking about is a rematch because Gala did beat them, so that was fun. Moving on, we have the winner of Benfica Madrid, which we both said Madrid, um against Sporting, or City. Obviously, I'm gonna go Madrid City. That's just a fun thing,
Same here.
which would mean Club Brugge versus or Club Bruges, sorry, versus Sporting. I'm but you had Atleti winning, so who would you like to see? Atleti City or Atleti Sporting
Atleti
Madrid?
Sporting, I think will be a good game. I like the City Real draw.
Okay, yeah, I agree. And then moving on, it would be Newcastle advancing. We both had Newcastle, and we both had Dortmund advancing. Did you have Dortmund or Atalanta?
No, I had Dortmund.
Okay, so Dortmund versus, well, I feel like this is a pretty easy one. This is Bayern, Dortmund, and Newcastle Arsenal. I think those are both really fun matchups.
Although you guys do get the easy part of the easy shtick.
I think Newcastle in the Champions League are class. I think you have Tottenham
You're
and
telling me you guys will have a tough time against Newcastle? Is that what you're telling me?
yeah, I think so.
All
I mean,
right.
I think we'll 100% win, but I don't think we'll easily win. I mean, you saw how hard it
Well,
was to
well, when you
first beat
say
them already.
100% win, that sounds kind of easy.
I have faith that we'll win. I think
All right.
over two legs, I don't think they'd be able to beat us on aggregate at all. But I at St. James Park, I don't think it would be a fun game at all.
All
I
right.
think even getting a draw would probably be helpful
All
because I
right.
think we'll win at the Emirates. But so those are our Champions League predictions. Once those games are over and we have the round of 16, we will do our full predictions. Well, and they do the draw for the round of 16. Then we'll do our predictions for the rest of the tournament. But let us know your predictions in the comments, and we will move on to our last segment, which is Buddy Tic Tac Toe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Buddy Tic Tac Toe. You guys know the rules. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can see it on your screen here. Um, I will begin.
Why did you get to begin? Huh? So give me one good reason why you begin.
Quiet down, please.
All right.
Um,
All right. We're gonna go Golden Boot Africa. Mo Salah. Oh, did he? Wait. Did he win one? He had to have. Last year? Yeah. Mo Salah. You have to go Mohammed.
my gosh, I'm stupid. What?
I think it's 1M.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, he did win one. Thank God.
I'll go here.
Oh, you're gonna make me say the forbidden name,
Was it?
aren't you?
No, see the issue here is you can get all of them, so I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll just do it.
Okay. Well, now I have to say the forbidden name, which is unfortunate, but Arsenal Africa. Thomas Partey. Unfortunate. I had to say the name.
I'll just get this one, I guess.
We're gonna go Africa Villa, Bertrand Traore.
Who?
Bertrand Traore. There we go.
Oh, that's a good pull. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So we're on to our second game. JJ goes first because he just won the last one.
first thing I'm gonna do is Liverpool Italian League. We're gonna go for. I'm trying to think of a cool one. We're gonna go Alisson. 1-0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, because it's so okay. First. I'll just block you.
All right. We're gonna go.
There's no way you know Italian league, Leicester.
We're gonna go Man United, Leicester, Harry Maguire. Maguire.
Oh. Oh, that's a good pull. I forgot about that.
All right. Brighton World Cup winner. Great.
To
That's
be fair, I don't think I'm gonna get that one. So you could go for like, you have all this space over here. I mean,
we're gonna go Man United, Liverpool, Michael Owen.
okay.
I mean, other than McAllister, I don't think you can name one.
Let's think. Yeah, no, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get that. I'll just try to block you off here. But I guess you could probably get United Brighton, so I don't know. I can't think of any United Brighton, but you might be able to.
All right. So, I don't know if this will work because I'm pretty sure he was in the academy. But for United Brighton, I think we're gonna try Danny Welbeck.
Good pull. Good pull. Okay. Well, I'll start here. I don't.
He's Norwegian.
What is Strand Larson?
He's Norwegian.
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
Okay, we're gonna go
Hey, it was German.
Brentford, Saudi League, Ivan Toney.
Good one. I'll go Chelsea, Saudi League, Conte.
All right, we're gonna go. Chelsea, France. We're gonna go for Marcel Desailly.
I don't know a German wolf, bro. German wolf? How am I supposed to? You know someone, definitely. I can tell
I
you.
actually don't. Off the
Stupid.
top of my head, I don't know.
PMO.
Bro, I swear I don't.
Um,
Off the top of my head, I don't know.
okay.
I'm trying to think.
Let's take this one.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go Brentford, Germany, Kevin Schade.
Okay. Okay. This is tough. I'm gonna go with. I just can't do it, and I don't think you'll be able to. Nice. I don't know how to spell.
Okay. Brentford, France is very tough, and so is Wolves, Germany. Both hard.
I didn't even think that you could get that one. But I don't know.
This is hard. Alright, I think I got it. We're gonna go Brentford,
No way.
France, Neil Maupay.
No.
Bang!
That was a great pull from like JJ. It's gonna win 3-0. pretty embarrassing for me, but I'm not too ashamed because I just started watching last year. He's watched for a lot longer, so those ones with like previous players, I feel not too bad about, but definitely I could have done better today.
Get your ball knowledge up,
Regardless,
bro. You gotta watch a bunch of
yeah,
old podcasts, shit like that, bro.
thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave any comments, suggestions in the comments, or new videos or things you guys want to see. We are gonna eventually go away from the weekly prediction show because we kind of want to do our own thing. We're kind of copying people with that. So if you guys want to see it still, then leave a comment, tell us. Um, but we would like to replace it with a weekly thing, so it shouldn't be less content necessarily. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your aunt and uncle and your grandma's dog or something. I don't know, bro. Yeah, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.